The Technocyte Coda are Techrot adversaries, essentially the infested counterpart to the Corpus's Sisters of Parvos or the Grineer's Kuva Liches. Each Coda is inspired by the band Online, with every spawned Coda band member having a unique personality and name. The main reason to hunt a Coda is to obtain their unique ephemeras, emotes, floofs, decorations, sigils, and live heart cells, a special resource needed to purchase advanced versions of infested weapons, also known as Coda weapons. Coda weapons have increased stats compared to the regular versions, and can have a bonus elemental damage type maxing at 60% that is calculated a part of the weapon's base damage. In addition, Coda weapons are unique in that they go beyond the max rank of 30 and cap at rank 40, requiring 5 forma to hit max rank to count towards your personal mastery rank. Technocyte Coda can also be converted or conquered into allies that can fight by your side after entering the bleeding out state. They can also be used as members of your Railjack if you so choose. You can even call them into any mission if they are set as your on-call crew member. Coda can also be traded to other players who want to hunt them down for themselves for their unique rewards. Hunting Coda can be considered endgame content and requires you to be further along in both your personal mastery rank and quest lines. It is also recommended you have a wide variety of upgraded mods and strong frames that either help with damage or survivability. Keep in mind that you can only have one active Coda, Sister of Parvos, or Kuva Lich at a time. You cannot have multiple active if you are currently hunting one. To unlock the ability to start hunting the Technocyte Coda, you must have completed all mainline quests up to and including the Hex quest. The Hex quest unlocks the missions on Holvania, where the hunt for the Coda takes place. Once the Hex quest is completed, you will have access to Holvania's missions and bounties. To start spawning Coda, you can summon one in any mission by killing Techrot enemies, except in face-off, assassination, or defense missions. All other mission types will have a chance to trigger a Coda hunt. My go-to mission for spawning a Coda is the Techrot Exterminate mission, Rue Manor. Additionally, you can also complete bounties of these missions to have a chance to trigger a Coda hunt. Keep in mind you do not need a progenitor frame when spawning a Technocyte Coda. You can use any frame you prefer throughout the entire Coda hunt process. Once inside the mission, kill Techrot enemies, which will drop a mixtape marked by this icon. After picking it up, you will be directed to a marked terminal, indicated by this icon. Upload the mixtape to the terminal and complete the hack. If you're successful, there's a small chance you'll be rewarded with a Potency Mod, which will be explained later in this guide. If you fail the hack, Techrot enemies will be notified and will spawn to attack you. Regardless of whether you succeed or fail the hack, completing the mission will spawn a Technocyte Coda that you can begin hunting. Once you've completed the mission, you'll be notified that a Coda is now active. A Technocyte cyst will also appear on all of your frames, indicating you have an active Coda. This cyst is purely cosmetic and does not affect gameplay. It will grow larger the more you hunt your Coda and will be removed once you successfully defeat them. We can now view information about your Coda in the pause menu, navigation menu, or on the computer terminal under Repair. This menu will display your Coda's name, their malware disinfection progress, which I will explain soon, their weaknesses, immunities, and resistances, all based on elemental damage types, and this menu will also show you the rewards you'll receive if you decide to either vanquish or convert them. If you choose to vanquish them, you'll be rewarded with the sought-after 10 to 15 live heart cells, which can be used to purchase Coda weapons. Before I explain malware disinfection and modifying your Parazon, we need to understand and acquire antivirus mods. Unlike the Sisters of Parvos or Kuva Liches, we won't need Requiem mods to defeat our active Coda. Instead, we'll need to find one correct antivirus mod to efficiently fill out the Coda's malware disinfection meter to 100%, causing them to flee to the final stage of the hunt where we can vanquish or conquer them. There are a total of 8 antivirus mods that you can obtain. These mods can be earned by completing a dedicated bounty found on the Holvania bounty board, which exclusively rewards one of the antivirus mods. If you're just starting out, I recommend doing this bounty until you've obtained at least 3 different antivirus mods. Alternatively, you can purchase these mods from the in-game marketplace for 100 platinum or trade with other players on the Warframe.market site. Once you've obtained these mods and equipped 3 of them to your Parazon, you can begin hunting your Coda. When you access the navigation menu on the computer terminal, you'll see that your Coda occupies specific missions marked by green tendrils. These are the same missions where you initially used a mixtape to spawn your Coda. Hovering over these missions will display the spawn chance of your Coda. If your Coda doesn't spawn and you complete the mission, it will increase this chance by 25% each time, stacking until it reaches 100%. Once at 100%, your Coda is guaranteed to spawn in the next occupied mission. Keep in mind that your Coda will only spawn once per mission. When your Coda finally spawns in a mission, two members of their band will attempt to attack you. This is known as a duet. After you down both of them, it will stay down for 30 seconds. You will then be prompted to use your Parazon on one of the duet members to check if you have the correct Antivirus Mod equipped. If you don't have the correct Antivirus Mod, complete the mission and return to the bounty board to acquire 3 more different Antivirus Mods. The Active Coda tab and the Modifying Parazon tab will tell you which Antivirus Mods are incorrect for your current Coda. Equip 3 different Antivirus Mods to your Parazon and continue doing missions until your Coda spawns again. Use your Parazon until you discover the correct Antivirus Mod. If you go through each occupied mission without finding the right mod, your Coda will reoccupy the missions you've already completed, giving you another chance to find the correct Antivirus Mod. Additionally, once you find the right mod and use it against them, your Coda will reoccupy the same missions, allowing you to continue your hunt. Once you've discovered the correct Antivirus Mod, you can remove the other 2 Antivirus Mods from your Parazon and replace them with Potency Mods. Potency Mods increase the effectiveness of the Malware Disinfection applied to your Coda when the correct Antivirus Mod is equipped. These Potency Mods have a chance to drop from killing tech rot enemies. You will passively obtain these Potency Mods while hunting your Coda and discovering the correct Antivirus Mod. Alternatively, you can purchase these Potency Mods for 60 Platinum from the in-game market or buy both Antivirus and Potency Mods for 130 Platinum. You can also buy each of these mods from other players on the Warframe.market site. If you're just starting out, I recommend equipping the Turbo Protect and Threat Blocker Potency Mods. Both of these mods have a 25% chance to reward you with either an Antivirus or Potency Mod when successfully used against your Coda. This means you won't have to do the bounty as frequently to acquire new Antivirus Mods. With your correct Antivirus and Potency Mods equipped, it is time to resume hunting your Coda. Each time you complete an occupied mission and your Coda doesn't spawn, it will fill out your Malware Disinfection by 5%. When you discover the right Antivirus Mod and use it against your Coda, it will grant an additional 5% when used against them. The Coda will also drop a random hex treasure when using the correct Antivirus Mod, that you can then turn in for standing points with the Hex Syndicate. With the Potency Mods equipped, each mod will provide an additional 10 to 15% Malware Disinfection rate depending on the 2 Potency Mods you have equipped to your Parazon. While you can still technically defeat your Coda without Antivirus or Potency Mods, as you'll still gain 5% Malware Disinfection from completing the mission, it is recommended to discover the right Antivirus Mods and make use of Potency Mods for an efficient hunt. Keep in mind that both Antivirus and Potency Mods have 3 charges. When Potency Mods are used against your Coda, it will consume one of the 3 charges on that mod. Similarly, once your Coda reaches 100% Malware Disinfection, your Antivirus Mod will consume one of its 3 charges. When these mods are depleted of all charges, you can head to the mods section in your home base and transmute 4 of these mods together to create a new Antivirus or Potency Mod. If you're hunting your Coda in a squad, your teammates will also have a chance for their Coda to spawn in an occupied mission. Unlike Kuvaliches or Sisters of Parvos, assisting a teammate with their Coda will not grant you additional Malware Disinfection. Be sure to remember your Coda's name so you can identify your duet when it spawns during a mission. If everyone's Coda spawns except yours, you will still receive 5% Malware Disinfection for completing the mission. Once your Coda reaches 100% Malware Disinfection rating, they will flee to a Railjack mission on Earth, where you can finally choose to vanquish or conquer them. The Railjack portion of this mission isn't particularly difficult, so a heavily upgraded Railjack isn't necessary. However, for the final showdown, it is wise to equip a Warframe with strong survivability tools, abilities like Rhino's Iron Skin or Revenant's Mesmer Skin, which can make this fight much easier. Once you're ready, start the Railjack mission. You can also set your matchmaking to public to join a random squad for this mission. Upon entering, fly your Railjack to the 2 speakers. Your ship will come to a halt, and you'll receive a warning that you're being boarded by the tech rot. Your objective is to eliminate the tech rot and destroy the hive infestations inside your Railjack to regain control of your ship. Once in control, fly to the first speaker and destroy it using your Railjack's weapons. Repeat this process for the next speaker. With the Railjack portion complete, you can now breach the stadium. Once inside the stadium lobby, shoot the screens displaying the faces of the online members to unlock access to the arena. Inside, you'll face both your Coda and your squad mates' Codas in the final showdown. During the showdown, your goal is to survive the onslaught of tech rot enemies and evade stage attacks such as the Coda's light show and speaker attacks. Getting hit by these attacks applies a debuff that increases the damage you take and strengthens the Coda in later phases. This is why bringing a Warframe with strong survivability is highly recommended. Additionally, transference into your operator or drifter is disabled during stages 1 and 3 of the fight. For now, focus on dodging attacks and enduring the onslaught. After surviving the initial wave, stage 2 begins, where some band members will step down. Attack them until they are downed. In stage 3, you will need to survive another round of tech rot enemies and stage attacks. Finally, in stage 4, all band members will jump down. Defeat them, and once they are all downed, you will be prompted to use your Parazon on the frontman to deliver the final blow. At this point, you'll have the choice to either convert or vanquish your Coda. If you choose to vanquish them, the mission will complete once you return to your Railjack. Back at your home base, you'll receive a message containing all the rewards listed in the active Coda screen before the hunt began. If this is your first vanquished Coda, you'll also earn a vanquished Coda sigil alongside the listed rewards. The most sought after reward for vanquishing a Coda is the live heart cells. Each time you spawn and vanquish a Coda, it has a chance to yield between 10 to 15 live heart cells, as displayed in the active Coda tab. These can be exchanged for Coda weapons. Coda weapons can be purchased from the NPC Eleanor in the Hulvania Mall for 10 live heart cells. You must be at least Mastery Rank 17 to use these weapons. There are currently 13 Coda weapons in total, which rotate every 4 days at your daily reset time. These weapons are divided into 2 rotations. Batch A offers 7 weapons, while Batch B offers the remaining 6. Each weapon comes with a randomly assigned elemental bonus type and percentage. You can only purchase one of each Coda weapon per rotation. To track Eleanor's current offerings and the next rotation, check the official Warframe wiki. If you've purchased a Coda weapon but want to change its elemental type or percentage, you'll need to wait for Eleanor's next offering rotation and hope she provides the bonus and percentage you're looking for. At this point, you can perform something called Valence Fusion. Once the weapon is in your inventory, you can see its elemental bonus percentage displayed next to its name. The maximum elemental bonus a Coda weapon can achieve is 60%. If you vanquish another Coda for 10 live heart cells and wait for the same weapon to appear in Eleanor's offerings, you can perform Valence Fusion. Valence Fusion is the act of fusing 2 weapons together to increase the elemental damage bonus percentage. It also allows you to switch the elemental type of your weapon based on the elemental type that Eleanor offered. This gives you the option to choose which element you want in your weapon, but be sure to choose wisely. If you've already applied Formas, an Auric Catalyst, or an Elemental Vice, which I'll explain soon, to your existing Coda weapon and fuse it into the new weapon, you'll have to reapply Formas, a Catalyst, an Elemental Vice, and level it up from scratch. However, if you fuse the new weapon into the existing one, you'll keep all your upgrades. There's a helpful article on the Warframe wiki that breaks down how many times you'll need to fuse your weapons together to reach the 60% elemental bonus damage. If you choose not to go through the process of Valence Fusion, you'll still have a powerful weapon at your disposal, especially when modded properly. Eleanor also offers an item called Elemental Vice, which requires rank 5 with the Hex Syndicate to purchase. It is available for 50,000 Hex standing points. Elemental Vice allows you to change the elemental type of your Tenant, Kuva, or Coda weapons once they reach max rank. However, it does not affect the elemental bonus percentage, meaning you'll still need to obtain an additional weapon and perform Valence Fusion to reach the 60% elemental damage cap. This means that if you purchase a Coda weapon from Eleanor and want to change its elemental type, you no longer have to wait for her weapon rotation every 4 days. Instead, you can buy an Elemental Vice and switch the element directly. Elemental Vice is a permanent upgrade that allows you to change the bonus elemental damage type of your adversary weapon at any time. If you decided to conquer your Coda, the mission will complete once you return to your Railjack and you're back at your home base. You'll receive a message containing all the rewards listed in the active Coda screen before the hunt began. If this is your first converted Coda, you'll also earn a converted Coda sigil alongside the listed rewards. You can view your converted Coda in your codex and choose to either keep them or try to sell or trade them with other players. If you keep your Coda, they will become an ally, randomly appearing in almost any mission after you're downed and self-revive, fighting alongside you to help. They can spawn in any mission, but only stay for 2 minutes. Additionally, if you are rank 8 in your Railjack's command intrinsics, your converted Coda can serve as a crew member. However, using your Coda as a crew member limits their role to defending your ship when invaded by enemy boarders. Unfortunately, they cannot pilot your Railjack, operate turrets, or repair your ship. For these tasks, I recommend just hiring crew members from the ticker on Fortuna. Additionally, if you are rank 9 in your Railjack command intrinsics, you can set your converted Coda as on call. This allows you to add them as an item to your gear wheel, enabling you to summon them to aid you in any non-Railjack mission. If you decide to sell your converted Coda, buyers typically seek them out for their ephemeras and the rewards listed in the Converted Codex tab. Another common reason to sell the Coda is if they offer 15 live heart cells upon vanquishing them. Selling a converted Coda allows the buyer to hunt them down and claim those heart cells. Additionally, some players collect converted Codas for their unique names, appearances, and any rare rewards they may carry. If you're unsure what price to sell your Coda for, you can advertise it and its rewards in the in-game trading chat. Currently, the Warframe.market site does not have a dedicated tab under contracts for trading Technocyte Codas, but this is expected to change in the near future. Check the description of this video for updates on when the website is updated. Typically, you would use the Warframe.market site to compare your converted Coda to similar listings and base your selling price accordingly. Once you've found a buyer or trader interested in your Coda, invite them to your dojo and head to the Crimson Branch Room, the only location where Codas can be traded. Keep in mind that you cannot trade a converted Coda, Sister of Parvos, or Kuva Lich to someone who currently has an active adversary. Likewise, you cannot purchase a converted adversary if you have one currently hunting you. Additionally, check the Warframe wiki for more information on all the rewards you can obtain from either vanquishing or converting a Technocyte Coda. As of update 38.5, also known as the Techrot Encore update, there are currently 13 Coda weapons in the game. This may change as future updates introduce new weapons. Be sure to check the pinned comment on this video for any updates. I will keep it updated as new content is added. This guide should cover everything you need to know about hunting, converting, and vanquishing a Technocyte Coda. While the process may seem complex at first, this is by far the fastest and most accessible adversary system compared to hunting Kuva Liches and Sisters of Parvos. If you're looking for more information on hunting Sisters or Liches, check out my guides in the video description to help you get started. I hope this guide has helped you understand the Coda system a bit better. Be sure to check the description for links to the wiki with more detailed information I may not have covered. If you found this useful, please like, share, and comment if you have any questions or want me to create more guides on other aspects of Warframe. Feel free to leave any constructive criticism or join me live on Twitch every Thursday and Sunday where I can verbally assault you in real time. Thanks for watching and good luck.
Because I know what you're talking, you're like, how does that work with defense missions? Because like, man, sometimes you're doing those defense missions and by the time you get to wave 5, you're like, oh God, are those last 2 fissures gonna drop? You know, and then your boyfriend comes in and then all of a sudden he's, you know, coming and then you're really hurting and, you know,